Makeup, a very prominent thing in today's society. From lipsticks to blushes to creams to mascaras, it's everywhere. From vanity drawers all the way to store shelves. It is so much more than just stuff to put on your face. It is an art form, a way to express yourself. A way to share and connect. A way to bring out your inner futures and let them shine. But how did this all start? Where did makeup come from, and how has it led to the massive impact it has in today's time? Well, to understand that, we must start at the very beginning, starting with the creation of stars and elements. Stars were formed by condensed hydrogen atoms in more crowded areas of space. Once a bunch were together, gravity did the rest of the work, and in these little pockets of hydrogen, stars began to light up our universe. Once the stars formed, other elements came along with them. As stars produced helium, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, and iron, it put many other essential for life elements out into the universe. Throughout the supernova of supergiant stars, copper got thrown out into space, later finding its way to Earth, vitally contributing to the early forms of makeup, as copper was used as pigmentation in lots of early makeup. Fast forward a few billion years and the universe had tremendously grown. The universe has formed lots of new things, including stars, elements, and planets. Along with the new addition of planets, our own Earth was formed some 4.5 billion years ago. Fast forward again some 3.5 billion years and we start to see the first ever forms of life begin on Earth, thanks to the Goldilocks position Earth is in. The earliest known forms of life include very small microorganisms, also known as microbes. They were all simple single-celled organisms called prokaryotes. These very simple forms of life kept evolving as well as the rest of the planet. Plants such as flowers, berries, and leaves, which were all used later for makeup, began to grow. The development of foliage, especially with pinkish, darker hues, was vital to the development of makeup. As the development of plants continued, forms of life began to complexify, resulting in the creation of the Homo sapien, leading to the beginning of early humans. Early humans further developed makeup through the development of symbolic and versatile language, which led to the ability of collective learning. Ideas and knowledge of ways to use natural resources as beauty products accumulated, resulting in shared knowledge with each other. For example, early humans were starting to use simple, natural things as makeup, such as flowers with strong pigments as blush and lip stains, and ashes from burnt almonds as an eyeshadow. Thanks to collective learning over millions of years, information and tips on what made the best makeup spread to different groups of people. Most importantly, the Egyptians, which is the civilization that makeup took off in. Makeup would not have evolved as quickly if it wasn't for the Egyptian civilization. They got creative and resourceful, creating lots of forms of makeup that would spread worldwide. Ancient Egyptians used kohl, a mixture of metal, lead, copper, and ashes as paint around their eyes, like an early-day smoky eye. Makeup was used in the Egyptian civilization for not only beauty, but for religious reasons. The use of ashes on the eyes was seen to ward off evil spirits. The Egyptians also used ground-up minerals and stones on their faces as powder to mattify the skin as an early-day foundation. Malachite powder was also used on the eyes as a shadow, as the mineral has a natural green hue. Cleopatra had a massive influence on early makeup as well, influencing many early civilizations. The classic feline-shaped eye that she famously wore was thanks to the Gallian paint, made from ashes and metals. She also used a lipstick with hues made from ground-up carmine beetles. Many women in the civilization opted for a cheaper lipstick using clay mixed with water and dyes. The use of makeup started spreading throughout other civilization thanks to the rapid growth of agriculture. The use of makeup grew in places such as China, Greece, and Japan. Chinese, who had a very big development of agriculture through rice, used rice powder on their faces to mattify. Greece, who was growing in agriculture through things such as berries and grains, would be the first group of people to use crushed up berries to color their cheeks as blush. The use of makeup continued to spread all over the world and continued to develop and expand in a variety of ways. As for present day, there are now thousands of different companies. Thanks to companies such as MAC, Maybelline, and L'Oreal, we now have a range of products available to use. Makeup is so much more than just powders, lipsticks, and liners. An art. It is a way for women or anyone to feel powerful and confident. It is a way for people to express themselves. It is a way for people to connect, to share, to unite, all while feeling the most beautiful version of themselves.